you all this evening to our 1998 production of Duet. First of all, I'd like to tell you about our silent auction. For the last 20 years, we've had a raffle every year to raise money for our department, but this year we were informed that that's not allowed anymore, so we're trying the silent auction. The donations are displayed on that table right there. If you see something you like, you just go write down your bid, keep an eye on it, so that you can get the highest bid. That's how you win, and we'll give away the prizes right at the end of the show. If you spent $5 on raffle tickets or something last year, maybe you can put that to our donations, which go to our spring production for sets and costuming and that kind of thing. Our judges this evening have a list. Which I did forget.
You don't need it.
We have a list. All right, first I'd like to tell you that our first scene, which was Chrissy Fisher and James Huntsman, has been delayed. Delayed. Because there's a hold up with James. He's not here quite yet, so we're going to move our second scene to our first scene, so that the judges know that, and everyone else knows that. All right, I'd like to introduce our judges, who are John Franceschi. There he is, back there. He's the teacher here. Mark Campbell is the vice principal. Steve Ulrich.
Pressure's on now.
Dennis Angel. Mr. Carlton, teacher here. And Miss Lucas Smith, my AP. I'd like to thank you all for coming tonight. It means a lot for us. If you could contribute to our auction, it would mean twice as much. And now for our first scene.
Hello, my name is Rainey, and I'm Tori Wilhite. We will be doing a scene called Midnight Run, taken from a collection of scenes. I will portray Nicole, and I will portray Marcy. The scene takes place behind bushes in front of her dad's house. Now for our scene. This is great. I can see the bedroom window from here. Nicole, when you get over here, Marcy, this is the stupidest, most ridiculous thing you've ever gotten me into. You've gotten me into quite a few ridiculous, stupid things. Stay down and be quiet. Bugs! Everywhere there are bugs! And I'm covered with dirt. This is just great. I can't see anything, can you? Just the leaves in my eyes. What kind of bush is this, anyways? He's got to be home. I see a light. I bet it's some kind of ragweed. It'll blow up like a balloon tomorrow. A big, red, rash-covered balloon. Look, there he is. It's Jason. How do you know that's him? Look at those shoulders. Who do you think they belong to? His mother? I mean, my binoculars. And why do I always have to carry all the supplies on your super low excursions into the land of felony? Because you carry a big purse. Now hurry before he goes. You can get in so much trouble for this. I'm not kidding you. Peeping Toms, voyeurism. It's almost perverted to be doing this. Okay, so we're teenage perverts. If we get caught, I swear I'll die. My mother will die. My whole family will die. So you'll save money on group rate funeral. Oh, he's near the window. Yes, come closer, baby. My goodness, his shoulders are almost obscenely broad, aren't they? Okay, we've seen it, now let's go before anyone sees us. Not yet. Not yet? What do you mean not yet? How long are you gonna stay here? Until I see him naked. Naked? You crazy? I think you won't notice you're catching Jason's bush. Wait a minute, that's not what I meant. Did you say I'm evil? You know what I meant, and so does Sigmund Freud. The most innocent statements. Who's the the one who's been muttering things all night like pervert and voyeurism and peeking Tom. I'm just here to look. Fine, whatever. You came to look, you saw him, now let's go. I want a souvenir. First you want to see Nick, and now you want a souvenir. And I'm the pervert. Listen, Nicole, he's got to shower sometime. And see that over the right of his bedroom window? That's his bathroom. I just know it. If we wait long enough, he's sure to go in there. Marcy, the window is frosted and there are curtains over it. You won't be able to see anything. But maybe I will be able to see an outline. You're sick. What was that? I don't know. Oh my God. What? Who was it? It was your mom's car. No way. Did she see us? I don't think so. Wait, is she lonely? No, she's gone. That's all, brother. I'm gone. Let's go. But I haven't seen him naked. Have you completely lost your mind? You dragged me here to hide God knows what kind of poison with. I'm covered with her, but you're crawling down my bra. You peeped an innocent guy through his bedroom window as my mother drives by and almost sees us doing all this. Now you want to see him naked. We've come this far. Why stop short of goal? Shoot for the stars, Nicole. I'm gonna just plain shoot if we don't leave right now. Fine. But I want a souvenir. Now, Marcy. You won't let me stay till he's in the shower, then I won't leave without something personal to remember this moment by. How about a police record? Is that personal enough for you? Look, there's something on his porch. I'm taking it. Great, I got it. That's sort of surprise. Cover me. Cover you? What do you mean cover you? This isn't Miami Vice, Marcy. Crazy. Hurry up, I think you're in another car. Look, I got it. Listen, underwear. Underwear? Still man's underwear. How low can you sink? They're clean. You don't know that. Yes, I do. You put them on before we went to the beach today. How do you know? Never mind. You want to get dressed today? No. I could just see that he had on boxers this morning, and when he left for the beach, he had on his jockey. Look to see what kind of underwear he had on? Don't stand there and tell me you don't. Whatever. I don't want to talk about it. Let's just go. Okay. I have different underwear. Let me see those. They're blue. He wears blue underwear. These are gonna look great nails to my wall. Hey, who was that? Run! Entitled The Funeral, taken from a collection of Duet scenes.
And now for our scene.
I guess the ghouls come out of funerals.
Well, hello, Aunt Lucy. I'm surprised to see you here.
Why didn't you think I'd show up at my own husband's funeral?
Well, yes, but I didn't think the Betty Ford Clinic would let you out until your treatments were finished.
Witty as usual. Tell me, dear, did you come alone or did you bring one each?
All right, I can see where this is heading. So why don't we cool it? This is a funeral.
Yes, it is. And since funerals are usually attended by people with manners, grace, and class, whatever possessed the youth to attend?
If you must know, I came to pay my respects to my favorite uncle.
Favored my foot? You never cared about him when he was alive. What other concern now?
That's not true. He was warm. He was kind. He was rich. This all sounds pretty funny coming from the person who killed him.
That's a horrible lie.
Really? Isn't it true that when Uncle Sam came to you complaining of chest pains, you told him it was probably a cold?
I said that, but when things got worse, I called the paramedics.
Before or after he stopped breathing?
That's it. This is a funeral, and I would like to bury my husband with some peace and dignity. If that's all right with you, you cheap broad.
Say it a little louder, dear. I don't think they heard you in New Jersey.
Couldn't you leave? Nobody wants you here.
Actually, Bruce Marshall told me to come.
Sam's lawyer? Why?
I don't know. He told me he wanted to see me after the funeral.
Wait. I know why. Probably has to do with the reading of the will tomorrow.
What? Tell me.
He probably wants to warn you that if you're in the will, I plan to contest it.
You wouldn't! You wouldn't!
Don't bet on it. Forgot that 5 years ago I gave you a warning.
Oh yeah, and what was that?
Simply reminded you that you may be his niece, but I sleep with him. So don't mess with him.
Trust me, I remember that.
Then you didn't heed my warning, so now you have to pay.
What grounds do you plan to contest the will on?
I'm not sure, but it's your past. I have a lot of sleepy items to choose from.
Well, maybe I'll have to cause some problems of my own.
About what?
About marrying Sam for his money.
That's ridiculous.
Is it? Then tell me why you married an 87-year-old man, only after finding out he had a bad heart, bad lungs, and been impotent since 1947.
You know why I married the old bastard? So do I. But try to bring it out, and it'll look like it's the jealous niece against the grieving widow. You don't stand a chance.
That stinks.
Yes, it does. So why don't you slink out the way you came in?
Where are you going? To Rico?
Who was that?
Rico.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't. He's been your gardener for 5 years. You know, tall, good-looking, drives a Rolls. You must pay him very well.
You can't prove a thing.
I'm afraid I can. When you gave me that warning 5 years ago, I decided to keep my eye and other things focused on you. That little Bo Peep outfit really isn't flattering. Keep those. I have lots of copies.
What do you want?
Leave my inheritance alone.
And if I refuse?
Then these photos will have more circulation than the New York Times.
I don't have a choice, do I?
Nope.
No, this is extortion.
Lucy, Lucy, extortion is such an ugly word.
Well, then what would you call it?
Oh, I call it extortion. It's such an ugly word.
Fine, you'll have no problems with me.
Oh, I knew you'd see it my way. So nice to see you, Aunt Lucy.
Bitch.
Good evening, my name is Laura Patterson.
And I'm Fidel Wemby.
Tonight, we will be performing a scene from Arcadia by Thomas Hubbard.
In this scene, I'll portray Stephanie's heart, Tudor.
And I will portray Thomasina Coverley, a 13-year-old girl.
And now for a scene.
Septimus, what is carnal embrace?
Carnal embrace is the practice of throwing one's arms around the side of feet.
Is that all?
No, a shoulder of mutton, haunch of venison well hugged. An embrace of grass. Caro carnis, feminine flesh.
Is it a sin?
Not necessarily, my lady, but when carnal embrace is sinful, it is a sin of the flesh. QED. We had Caro in our Gaelic wars. The Britons live on milk and meat. Lacte et carne vivet. I'm sorry the seed fell on the stony ground.
That was a sin of Onan, wasn't it, Septimus?
Yes, he was giving his brother's wife a Latin lesson, and she was hardly the wiser after than before. I thought you were finding the proof for Matt's last theorem.
It's very difficult, Septimus. You'll have to show me how.
If I knew how, there would be no need to ask you. Fermat's last theorem kept people busy for 150 years. I'd hoped it would keep you busy long enough for me to finish reading Mr. Cheetah's poem, In Praise of Love. With only the distraction of its own absurdities.
Mr. Chaytor's written a poem.
He believes he's written a poem, yes. I can see that there might be more carnality in your algebra than Mr. Chaytor's couch of arrows.
Oh, it was not my algebra. I heard Jellaby telling Cook that Mrs. Chaytor was discovered in the gazebo in carnal embrace.
Really? With whom did Jellaby happen to say?
With whom? Don't you mean with what?
Quite so, the idea is absurd. Where did this story come from?
Mr. Noakes.
Mr. Noakes.
Papa's landscape architect. He was taking bearings in the garden when he saw, through his spyglass, Mrs. Chaytor in the gazebo in carnal embrace.
And you mean to tell me Mr. Noakes told the butler?
No, Mr. Noakes told Mr. Chaytor. The butler was told by the groom who overheard Mr. Chaytor telling him in the stable yard.
Mr. Chaytor being engaged in closing the stable door.
What do you mean, Septimus?
So thus far, the only people who know about this are Mr. Noakes, the landscape architect, the groom, the butler, the cook, and Mrs. Chaytor's husband, the poet.
And Arthur, who was cleaning the silver, and the boat boy, and now you.
Of course. What else did he say?
Mr. Noakes?
No, not Mr. Noakes, Jellaby. You heard Jellaby telling the cook.
Oh, Cook hushed him off as soon as he started. He did not see that I was being allowed to finish yesterday's upstairs rabbit pie before I finished my lesson. I think you've not been candid with me, Septimus. A gazebo is not, after all, a meat locker.
I never said my definition was complete.
Is carnal embrace kissing
Yes.
and throwing one's arms around Mrs. Chaytor?
Yes. But that's not...
I thought as much. Yes. Not teach me the true meaning of things.
Carnal embrace which is the end of holding into the female genital purposes of procreation and contrast finds the numbers each raised to the past to the next equals the last. Nevertheless, that is the thing. Nothing is incomprehensible. When I grow to myself, I shall think of you very much. Next, tell me more about Congress. There is nothing more to be sexual Congress. Love. It is much nicer. My name is Crystal Wood. Today, a scene taken from the play Agnes by John Hongyan. In this scene, a night. Now for train. And now for a scene. If you go away and you're unhappy, nobody's unhappy. You're unhappy. Aren't you? Sometimes, yeah. Only you think you're right because you don't know that my mother thinks to me that war was that night. That's what you think because you don't know the whole person. And even if you did, because you think she was bad, Agnes, answer me! Answer me! What do you think your mother was wrong? But that's because of me. I was bad, not her. What did you do? I'm always bad. Did you shake your head? She hit you? Make you do something you didn't want? Did it make you do this? Did it embarrass you? What did she make you do? She says, isn't she? Yes! Oh, thank you. Why not? Too much. I don't believe that. Can tell me. I'll protect you from it. She... Maybe... My clothes off. Yes. And then... She... You're ugly. And that you're stupid. And... Fake. We won't want me. Why? She said... No. You don't have me. And how... Oh yes. They took me to space. The machine I'm on now. Someday, just tell you, maybe you'll get out of here. Then start a family, normal family. That's what you want. Then I come on talk to me. I just I know you know I'm right. You know, we gotta talk about it. We're not going to get anywhere. How do you care? You don't think I care? The reason you're here is because of you. So you better make me get an abortion quick. That isn't the only reason. I call you all the time. What was that for me? What about coming in here? Oh, I wasn't wrong. No, you be here. You know what I do? Could have taken you too young. Well, there were worse stuff you left. All of it. And then wait, Mom made me have the baby out of school. I started having these terrible problems yelling at people. And once I threw eggs at the front of the windows, I wrote something with it. Tomorrow brought me here. I told him I was. Jesus, man, I didn't know all that. Now, how y'all couldn't stop crying long enough to talk. No matter what strength they gave me, no matter how hard I could stop crying. I'm not crying now. Not since the space people taught me how to even give me a baby again. Yes? Now, they want to talk to you. Yeah! No. I don't think he's moved. Okay. Let me give it back. If you say you can talk to them in private, Stop when you're done. Oh yeah, as soon as you earn a lot more money, you can support me to make.
Then, you think I'm gonna talk this thing, right? Hello? Yes. Yeah. Good evening, I'm once again on Nick Deal. Tonight we'll be performing absolution, right? Performing resolves. In this scene, I will portray a young coming physician. First scene. Bless me, Father. My last week ago. Are you there? Yes, Mr. Lord. Father, I've sinned. Really sinned. I'm listening. Go on. It's too terrible. Nothing's too terrible but my son. On with it. Killed someone. I see. Yes. Goodness. You see, Father, a murderer. What do you know about that? It happened. It was just one of those. I lost control. What did you do? Teacher. So, had it in for me all semester. Yesterday, she kept me after class. Then I played it in my term paper. I told her I didn't. But she's ready to keep her graduating. Tell parents. I didn't know what to do. So I just wandered around. And then I saw her up at the rear door. In my head, she was laughing. The next thing I knew, I had her at the throat. Tried to yell. She couldn't. Her windpipe shut. The next thing I knew, she stopped struggling and she fell. No blood then. But the only bleed comes from the burst vessels in the eyes. That's gross. Where was I? Was it on the news? Yeah, but I took her away, the body, the river. What river? Who cares what river? Don't get upset. I'm burying my soul in that. What river? Sorry. Aren't you shocked by any of this? Yes, partly. But could you tell me, how did it feel looking down at the body, realizing what you've done? Feels awful bad. I've never had the chance to talk to a murderer before, but I thought her. Well, the murderers on talk shows and all, they say it's a thrill. They get this sort of feeling on their spine. What are you doing, sicko maniac? But, I mean, yeah, I was thrilled. Yeah. Why are you here? Because I want bets. I want to be absolved. First, my memory is, how did you do it? I waited around the corner, put your hand knife in. You remember, do you? I don't. Left. So you stabbed her, then you shot her. You're confusing me. You're confusing yourself. You really should rehearse a bit more. Before you tried it out on me, out of respect for my intelligence. You have to believe me. Any self-respecting reader of Detectives magazine would know that a true murder has been flooded when recalling the details of his crime. One, who let down. You don't believe me. Not in the slightest. Now, why are you here? Because I want to be absolved. But you haven't done anything. Oh, pooh. Excuse me, Father. Why are you really, though? Father, do you know who I am? No. And you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I do. I'm Robert McKenzie. Bob McKenzie? Right, you're the kid on the track team who set the record for... Yeah. You're Melinda's boy. I've never heard anything compliments about you. What would you go around inventing murder stories about yourself? You're a good kid. Don't say that, I'm sick of that. Oh. That's all I ever hear. Bobby track star, Bobby the A unit. Bobby the good kid. Exactly. I can't do anything wrong. Even when I tried at school, I got bored sitting at home, so I wrote my term paper. I won a prize and a scholarship. We all have our burdens. I'm tired of being the good boy. I want to be bad, feel guilty. I want to get yelled at. I mean, I want to rob a bank. Buy a dog. My dog. I didn't even think that. I'm so perfect. I don't have a life. You don't have a life. What do you think it's like sitting in this booth all day? At least you didn't hear about real life. Real life is bored and extremely boring. I once got a confession from a chronic jaywalker. God rest his soul. And the other day, I had to listen to a woman describe the simple thoughts of the doctor her feet. She was the highlight of my week. You're the first interesting confession I've had all year, and you had to make it up. Thanks for nothing. Sorry. That's all. I've got a confession for you now. To me? Yeah. I used to want to be secret agent. You know, James Bond, 007, all that kind of see your pants stuff. I've seen Dr. No 8 times. From a secret agent to priest. I know. I ended up doing what was right for me. Not everybody can be 007. The world needs, well, good kids. So what you're saying is, I'm better off being... You sound like a curse or something. You should congratulate yourself. Thanks. You're okay too. Thank you. Sorry about, trying to shock you. That's alright. For a minute there, I was awake. I'm just so tired, doing everything right. I wish I could help. Thanks for trying. Wait a minute there. I'm not through with you. Sit down. Do you realize what's done? And when you lie to me, you lie to God. There's a special stinky hole for liars like you. Love is hole in all the underworld.
Hi, I'm Kelly Churchill,
And I'm Corey Gilchrist.
and the theme we'll be performing tonight is called an acting exercise.
I'll be portraying Adam,
And I will be portraying Jillian Adam.
and now for our scene. Take the audition and go well.
Go to hell!
That good?
What is Pino, anyway?
Who?
Who do you think? Bounces out of hut camera and bridges. Perhaps never heard my name. He'll
Okay, calm down.
Ricky!
Buddy, nothing. Calm down. Now sit. Tell me what happened.
Well, I went into this office and was introduced to this slug who calls himself a director. He told me I wasn't right and he wouldn't let me read.
Why not?
I don't know.
Well, let me see the script. Maybe we can figure it out together. What are you reading for?
Mary, she comes in on page 17.
Mary.
Mary.
Mary. Mary is approximately 17 years old. She's a young, pretty girl. She is black. Sure, agent sends you out for this.
No, Jody Lloyd read for it, and she told me about it.
But you mean Lloyd is black.
It doesn't matter. I'm a better actress than she is.
But she's black.
I don't care. I can play that part. I've been to Strasbourg's. I've been to the actor's studio. I can run on a stage naked.
I suppose you told me that.
Of course.
Of course, Julie. I think you're missing.
Wait a minute. Do you think you treated me fairly? Would you have done that to me?
Me? No. No. I would have had you committed.
Why?
Because you're crazy, that's why.
I should have known better than to talk to you. You have no sensitivity or understanding.
I have no sensitivity or understanding.
You got it.
Do you know what it's like living with you in your career? Don't answer, I'll tell you. In the last week, I had lived with Lady Macbeth, Joan of Arc, and Blanche Dubois. Okay, Blanche was fun. I'll give you that much.
I thought it would be exciting.
Jilly, I didn't want to sleep with King Lear.
Why not? He's got royalty. He's got charisma. He's got...
A beard? Question my own sexuality. I don't even know what I'm talking to you about. I'm not the one with the problem you are. You're not going to work until you change your approach.
How?
Start telling the truth.
What?
Start being honest about casting yourself.
Honest? With casting people? Are you crazy? No way.
Why not?
Because I've never done that before. I don't think I even know how.
Well then, don't think of it as being honest. Think of it as an acting exercise.
An acting exercise?
Yeah, an acting exercise. You know how you are when you're not talking about the business.
No.
No. Well, you know how you were when we went to Tijuana?
No. Yeah.
Well, that's Jillian Carson. Theater. Act like her. Next time you have an audition.
Jillian Carson. Ordinary person. You know that's crazy enough to work. She's an easy enough character. Hell, I could probably do it in my sleep.
You certainly be a swim.
Yeah, it would work. That's a great idea. I think that. Thanks. Hi, I'm Jillian Carson, a real person, and I'd like to give you my picture and resume. Now. Hi, I'd like to. Oh my God.
What?
They're auditioning boys in the band, and I'm perfect for the lead. No, I'm really, I can play it. All I need is a
I'm James Huntsman
Tonight we'll be performing a theme for you entitled Hope Springs Eternal.
by W. Colin McKay.
And now for our thing.
It's a tough one, huh?
What is?
Trying to decide which would hurt most, jumping or not jumping.
Who said I was thinking of jumping?
Your manner, your eyes, you.
Well, I wasn't.
You were.
I wasn't.
If it be of any help, I'm told that after you jump, once your body realizes what you've done, it goes into shock. You don't feel anything when you hit. Of course, there are those who theorize the body goes into shock because halfway down, most people change their minds.
I get it. You're a psychiatrist.
No.
Oh no. A priest?
No.
Well, you've got to be something.
I'm a serial killer. I look for women by themselves. Kill them. Of course, takes away all the fun if they want to die.
You're lying. You're just trying to frighten me.
Is it working?
Damn you.
Ironic, isn't it? You want to run. Yell for help. Yet a few seconds ago, you were gonna jump.
I'm warning you. I have my hand on a gun. Get out of here.
Or what? You'll shoot? What do you tell the police? I was gonna kill myself. This guy came, said he'd do it for me. So I shot him.
I don't want to hurt you.
You won't. Now that that's over, why are you lying to me?
What do you mean?
You don't have a gun, but you're trying to frighten me away. Could it be you really do want to live?
Yes.
I like to. I'm not a killer.
Well, I was sure you weren't. Almost.
And I was almost sure you didn't have a gun.
So, what are you?
I'm a teacher.
What do you teach?
Psychology. Do you want to tell me about it?
Okay.
Good.
I'm tired and sick of it. Every day is like the other. I don't know how else to put it, but I'm going nowhere.
Most people would find jumping off a bridge going nowhere.
Yeah, but at least the monotony would be broken.
Short-lived? Sorry, bad joke.
Okay.
Well, congratulations.
On what?
I set you up for the response. That's okay. My whole life's been a bad joke. You didn't go for it.
I thought about saying it.
But you didn't. Like thinking about jumping. Look, it's okay to have doubts.
But what if I live my whole life, and when I die, I realize that I've never been happy?
You don't get it. Life isn't looking back. Life is hope. Everything we do hoping it'll turn out okay. And it's my guess that life and hope are eternal.
So, what you're saying is that jumping off the bridge won't put an end to anything. There's a little coffee shop around the corner. Would you like to join me for a cup of coffee?
No thanks. I think I'll stay around here for a while.
Why?
This is what I do.
What? Hang around the bridge waiting for jumpers?
Yes.
I don't get it. I mean, why?
Because I'm a teacher.
So, where do you teach?
I used to teach at the university.
But not anymore?
Cutbacks cut me bad.
What do you do now?
Hang around the bridge.
I don't get it.
It's kind of a pact I've worked out with myself. If I can stop 2 people in 2 months from jumping, then I'll go on with my life.
And if you can't stop 2 people?
I'll jump.
You don't mean that.
Yes, I do.
But why?
Because I'm tired.
Look, you just told me that...
And what I said I meant. Personally, I doubt jumping will change anything. But I've got to do something.
Then you're a hypocrite. No wonder they cut you back. Any teacher lies to his pupils.
I never lied. But just because I think something's useless doesn't mean I won't do it.
I feel betrayed. Your life has become a part of mine, at your insistence, by the way, and now you're threatening to take it away.
Maybe I'll save one more person.
How many have you saved so far?
Just you.
Well, that's easy to solve.
I'm going to jump.
No, you're not.
Good. You talked me out of it. Let's do. Let's go get some coffee.
According to the rules, saving one person twice just means the first time wasn't successful.
Whose rule?
Mine.
But
You don't have to agree, they're my rules.
when's the 2 months up?
Tonight, midnight.
Midnight? You haven't much time left. You're making this up as you go along, right?
I jump at midnight.
But why? Why? So stupid.
Because I'm tired.
Look, you just sound like someone who's just feeling sorry for himself. Kind of hopeless.
Maybe I am.
But you don't have to be.
Look, I know I'm really bumming you out, but
No, you don't even understand. I really am. I'm gonna jump.
no, you can't.
Let go of me. Get off me. It's after midnight. Consider you still intact.
What do you mean?
You've saved 2 people. There's still hope.
Look, I just told you that saving one person.
You're number 2. See, you had to jump at midnight. You didn't. By saving me, you saved yourself. And according to your rules, which are so important to you, you had to jump at midnight. You didn't. So the way I see it is, you have 2 choices. Break your rules, which would be a terrible breach of ethics, or join me for a cup of coffee. It would be the second, hopefully.
Hopefully.